Good morning, everyone. I hope you're having a fantastic day. I'm going to go through my whole record collection with you here today. I don't know how many I have, so I'm also going to be counting them sort of as I go along. There'll be a little counter up there. They are in no particular order, although it is mostly split up into 3 different sections. The first section being anything that I bought new, so that includes new releases and anything that I bought that was kind of still sealed in a package. The second section is mostly going to be charity shop records, classical stuff, and things that I nicked from my parents. And then the third section is 7 inches and 10 inches. I'm going to try and make this video as short as possible. I'm aware I do have quite a lot of records to get through. There are very few of you that are going to be interested in this in the first place. And it'd be even worse if I make a 20-minute video going through them all. That would be f***ing shit. So I will not be talking about them or making any particular comments unless there is a genuine reason to do so. So without any further ado, let's get into it. Box sets only count as one. Starting off, we have Bon Iver, Bon Iver. Bon Iver, Forever Ago. Bon Iver, Blood Bank. 100 Waters by 100 Waters. Itch, debut EP. Throwing Shade, Fate exclusive EP. Delta Spirit, Into the Wide. Aqualung, 10 Futures. The Postal Service, Give Up. Death Cab for Cutie, Transatlanticism. Death Cab for Cutie, Kitsugi. Death Cab for Cutie, Narrow Stairs. Oh Wonder, Oh Wonder. Daughter, If You Leave. Daughter, Not to Disappear. Justin Bieber, Purpose, featuring Kendrick Lamar. The Sound of Arvo Pärt. Brand New, The Devil and God Are Raging Inside Me. Kiasmos, Kiasmos, Swept EP. Man Without Country, Maximum Entropy. Peter Broderick, Float. Ray Morris, Unguarded. Boards of Canada, The Campfire Head Phase. Score from Interstellar. Angels and Airwaves, Love Parts 1 and 2. Portishead, Dummy. Dances with Wolves score. The 1975 Music for Cars EP. The 1975 4 EP. The 1975 Sex EP. The 1975 by the 1975. The 1975 I Like It When You Sleep For You Are So Beautiful Yet So Unaware of It. Alexandra Desplat, The Imitation Game score. The soundtrack from Once. The soundtrack from Garden State. The soundtrack from Into the Wild. Coco Rosie, Grey Oceans. Kings of Leon, Come Around Sundown. Alt J, An Awesome Wave. Alt J, This Is All Yours. Nightwish, Bye Bye Beautiful. Nightwish, Endless Forms Most Beautiful. Coldplay, Ghost Stories. Simple Minds, soundtrack from The Breakfast Club. Smog, The Doctor Came at Dawn. Olaf Arnolds, For Now I Am Winter. Chet Baker sings and plays. Hammock, Maybe They Will Sing For Us Tomorrow. The Cinematic Orchestra, Mafleur. Right, 1 cube down. 2 more to go. Paul Thomas Saunders, Beautiful Desolation. John Lee Hooker, Birth of a Legend. The Middle East, I Want That You Are Always Happy. Jimmy Eat World, Bleed America. Jimmy Eat World, Chase This Light. London Grammar, If You Wait. The Temper Trap, The Temper Trap. The Smiths, The Queen Is Dead. Lana Del Rey, Ultraviolence. Gautier, Making Mirrors. The Beatles, Abbey Road, Original Pressing. Of Monsters and Men, Beneath the Skin. Bombay Bicycle Club, So Long, See You Tomorrow. The National, Boxer. The National, Trouble Will Find Me. The National, High Violet. The National, Alligator. Gazelle Twin, The Entire City. Westminster Cathedral Choir sing Victoria. Rick Astley, Whenever You Need Somebody. Benjamin Francis Leftwich, Last Smoke Before the Snowstorm. Owl City, Ocean Eyes. Owl City, All Things Bright and Beautiful. Astronomy, There For You EP. Pharrell Williams, Girl. The Church, Further, Deeper. The XX, Coexist. Simon and Garfunkel's Greatest Hits. Anathema, Untouchable Parts 1 and 2, Record Store Day exclusive, I think 2014. James Blake, Overgrown. Anathema, Weather Systems. The Carpenters, Singles. John Hopkins, Immunity. Cone Sound, Sanctuary EP. Simon and Garfunkel, Bridge Over Troubled Water. Rory Gallagher's Blueprint. Okay, we're kind of getting into the realm where some of these will have been new ones, but some of these will also be things that I took from my parents or that I bought in charity shops now. The Glenn Miller Legend. Hammock, Asleep in the Downlights. Damian Robinson and the Richmond Sound, September in the Rain. School of Night EP. Nat King Cole, In Person. Tim Burgess, Record Store Day exclusive. Talk, Spirit of Eden. Don McLean, American Pie, Original Pressing. Johnny Coppin, Get Lucky. Chuck Berry, Original Oldies. Bon Jovi, New Jersey. Foles, Holy Fire. ABBA, Arrival. Tycho, Awake. Sea of Bees, Songs for the Ravens. Aha, Hunting High and Low. Simple Minds, Once Upon a Time. Radiohead, A Moon-Shaped Pool. Keaton Henson, Romantic Work. Keaton Henson, Birthdays. Behaving by Behaving. This is also Keaton Henson, by the way. Keaton Henson, Dear. Alan Partridge, Knowing Me, Knowing You, Record Store Day exclusive, 2016. Right, we're now definitely moving on to the classical charity shop and stolen parent record section. I've been sat cross-legged for way too long. This is really painful. I need to stretch. Ugh. Let's go. Mozart, 40 and 36. Elgar, Dream of Gerontius. Prokofiev, War and Peace. Oh, this is a big f***er. Gateway to the Classics. There are like 12 discs in here or something ridiculous. Bolt conducts Elgar. Wagner, The Valkyrie from the Ring Cycle. Beethoven 9. Elgar, The Dream of Gerontius. This is actually conducted by Benjamin Britten, so it's a really, really sought after recording. It's fantastic. Peter and the Wolf. 120 of the greatest musical masterpieces. 30 great piano classics. Mahler 4. The World of Handel. Mike Oldfield, Tubular Bells. High Society soundtrack. Mozart's Requiem. ELO, A New World Record. Vangelis, Chariots of Fire. West Side Story. The Sound of Music. Palestrina. Brooks, Violin Concerto. Scott's Wahey. I used to put this on really, really loudly in my old flat if I just had a party and I wanted people to leave the next day but they were still asleep. Big Western movie themes. These are getting weirder and weirder. These are things that I would just pick up for like 20p from charity shops. Classical piano favorites. 120 greatest musical masterpieces again. 120 greatest musical masterpieces again. 120 greatest musical masterpieces again. Yeah, we get it. Brahms Violin Concerto indeed. John Williams Symphonic Suites. The Essential Pavarotti. Now this is lovemaking music. Gilbert and Sullivan, The Mikado. Shostakovich 5. Wagner, Tannhauser. Wagner's Twilight of the Gods. Fred Astaire and Ginger Rogers, Gay Divorce and Top Hat. This is genuinely so good. All-Star Festival. Fauré's Requiem, one of my favourite pieces of music. Dvorak's Symphony from the New World, amazing. A collection of Mendelssohn. Brahms' First Symphony. Yehudi Menuhin introduces the instruments of the orchestra. This actually came, I think, by mistake in that massive box set that I had. And it's literally just like him talking about the different roles of the instruments in the orchestra, but it's kind of funny, I guess. Brahms Symphony No. 4. Dvorak Serenade for Strings. Handel's Messiah, some more Wagner. Sibelius 5. Brahms Requiem. Holst's The Planets. Carousel soundtrack. Beethoven Piano Concerto No. 3. Oklahoma soundtrack. The World of Gilbert and Sullivan. South Pacific. The Best of Disney. Music in Gloucester Cathedral, obviously, gotta get that. Mozart's Requiem again. Elgar Symphony No. 1. Gilbert and Sullivan, The Yeoman of the Guard. West Side Story again. Tchaikovsky, Swan Lake. Dr. Zhivago, music from the motion picture. The fabulous Shirley Bassey, bit more ABBA. Saturday Night Fever soundtrack, some Palestrina. Brahms Symphony No. 1 again, I think. ABBA Greatest Hits Volume 2. I don't even like ABBA. 50 classical piano favourites. The London Community Gospel Choir sing the Gospel Greats. The very best of the Welsh Chorus. Grieg Piano Concerto in A minor. Tchaikovsky 1812 Overture, obviously. Right, so that's these three done. If you're still watching this now, then congratulations. You know, we've come a long way together. I really feel like we've bonded through this. I've only got a few more records to go through now. It's my 10-inch and 7-inch collection. We'll start with the 10 inches. Olaf Arnold's Living Room Songs. Olaf Arnold's Found Songs. London Grammar, Hey Now, Bonobo and 07 remixes. Smetana, My Country. Right, now let's do the 7 inches. 17 nursery rhymes. Walt Disney Presents The Jungle Book, and this has actually got the 7-inch there and then a little, like, booklet of the story of the Jungle Book in it. I think this was my mum's when she was a child. Ray Morris, Do You Even Know? Sparky's Magic Piano. Stevie Wonder, I Just Called to Say I Love You. Vanilla Ice, Ice Ice Baby. Some Christmas carols. Little Stephen, Out of the Darkness. Oh my god, we've got another one. Walt Disney's Story of Dumbo. Yep, another little Dumbo storybook with a 7-inch at the back. Brahms Hungarian Dances, numbers 1 to 7. Sex Pistols, 7-inch there, I don't know what it is. Milk Teeth, Smiling Politely. It was my friend's band at college first vinyl pressing. King Creosote and John Hopkins single. Cutting Crew, I Just Died in Your Arms. Berlin, Take My Breath Away from Top Gun. Iron and Wine, Grace for Saints and Ramblers and My Side of the Road. Death Cab for Cutie, Tractor Rape Chain. This is another 2016 Record Store Day exclusive. Dancing Years, The Places We Roamed. Dancing Years, We Danced Last Night. Dancing Years, Here's to My Old Friends. And finally, we come to the very last record of my collection. Keaton Henson, Metaphors. This is one of my most prized possessions. I don't think you can get these anymore. In fact, someone asked me once when I got it, if that person is watching. I got it about 3 years ago. I was at college and even then it was really difficult to get, but I found one copy being sold on Discogs, but it was from like San Francisco. So I paid like 15 quid of postage. It took about 3 weeks as well to get here. But it was totally worth it when it got here because it's one of my favourite records, but I don't think that you can get them anymore unless you find someone who's willing to sell you one second hand. So there we have it. That is my whole record collection. Seriously, if you're genuinely watching this right now, awesome. Thank you for showing so much interest in the things that I keep in my room. I always find when people do these videos, they're really long because every record they talk about for a little bit, but they always end up saying exactly the same thing. It's like, look at this record that I bought. I really like it because it's really good and I like the music on it and the songs are really nice and I like listening to the songs on this record. F***ing obviously. But anyway, that's that. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope this looks nice, by the way. I'm using my new 10 to 18mm wide angle lens, which I thought would work really well for this kind of stuff. Next week's video, I'll be going into a bit more detail about the camera and stuff I use because it will be a YouTube setup video. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you've enjoyed this video. I've now got the fun task of organizing everything and alphabetizing it and putting it back on here, which will be super fun. Have an absolutely fantastic day and I will see you all very soon.